Okay, joining me now after the game against the Tottenham 11, we've got Dave Stevens, Barry Matthews and Craig Tanner. I'll start with Dave Stevens, new signing from Uxbridge, is that right?
Yeah.
How was that for a workout today?
Yeah, it was different to non-league games. Sort of non-league game, you can expect the more forward balls and you can come through and win them. But it was more of a patient game, a lot of running, leg work, as well as the head work. But yeah, great lesson experience, yeah.
I'm sure the rest of the fans were. I was very impressed with the defensive work today. It restricted Tottenham to a few long-range efforts there.
Yeah, the front two as well, but midfield I thought especially tonight worked really hard. Wing-backs got tight when necessary. And then the midfield, the back three, especially in the first half, we had quite not a simple task, but we knew what we had to do before it was coming in to us. So, yeah, happy days.
You've just signed from Uxbridge. Is this the highest level you've played at?
Yeah, by a long way. Uxbridge was the highest level I played at, and I learnt a lot there last season. And I've been sort of a lot of talking from the lads, sort of eased me through. Still got a lot to work on, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
You was done, well not done, but you had a busy night there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I thought we had to just, you have to respect them. They're going to pop the ball about. You just have to stay tight. You just have to relax, really. You just have to let them play the ball, and then when you've got a chance to nick it, and then try and keep it for as long as possible. Otherwise, they're just going to play you off the park. So I thought we did well. I thought we were disciplined. That's what we've got to be against a team like this.
Yeah, the centre had a lot of the ball, and you had to be patient. And the front two, I thought they worked very, very hard to getting the balls up there. How was the pitch? Because obviously there's been a lot of water on it today. How did that go?
Yeah, it was fine. I think I was wearing mould, so it was still a little bit hard underfoot. A few of the boys are wearing studs. It's looking good though. I think it's the best it's looked, to be honest, over last season as well. I thought the pitch deteriorated towards the end of the season, but I think it looks nice. I think we'll be able to play football on it as well. We need to, especially playing Tarps and Charlie out there. They're not the biggest in the world, so obviously we've got Hodgie to come back, so we can mix it up. I think you see tonight that when we've got the ball, we can keep it and we look good.
How has pre-season gone?
Yeah, I think we're probably, I'd say, tonight was the big test for us. So, to show our fitness and how far we've come. And I think, as like people have seen tonight, I think we're virtually there. You know what I mean? Because we've for 90 minutes we've gone toe to toe with them. So finished 1-0, and it was a good game for us, a good test.
Welling away to start on Saturday. It's not really been a great ground for us over the last couple of seasons. Tough start.
Yeah, it will be. It's difficult to gauge. I don't know how they've been doing. We just got to concentrate on ourselves and make sure that we're prepared for it. And if we play as we did tonight, I'm sure we'll have no problems. We'll give them a good game and hopefully come away with something.
And I'll end on basically asking how you think the season can go. What do you think we can achieve this year?
I think, well, with the squad we got, it looks promising. I mean, the way we played tonight, if we can play that throughout the season, I know there'll be times, with the weather and that, and you have to start playing a bit of a longer ball, and we can play that way. So, I think we'll be up there looking to push the playoffs. So. Okay, guys, well, I'll let you go get your well-earned pint or whatever you're doing for the rest of the evening. We'll see you on Saturday at Welling. All the best for the season. Cheers, boys.
Thank you.
Cheers. Dave, cheers. Right, on the eve of the new season, I've got Steve McPherson with me, the Hampton and Richmond Borough Chairman. We spoke to him at the end of last season. Just a chance to get his thoughts on this new season. Steve, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Nice summer?
Good summer, very hot summer. Obviously come back to the rain tonight, but I think as you can see, the pitch has not suffered because of the hot summer. I think they've done a lot of good work on the pitch and it looks superb. But yeah, it was a good summer and it's nice to be back.
It's nice to see you back. Obviously, looking forward to the new season. We've spoken to Alan Devonshire earlier on about the finances. Obviously, it's a smaller budget than most of the Blue Square Bet South teams. What can we realistically look to achieve this season?
Yeah, obviously we've gone a very conservative budget this year due to the climate we're in. I think we're a club that makes sure that we can pay our bills and not fob them off like a lot of clubs. I think with the side and the budget we've got, we should hold our own. He's got a lot of youngsters here, and Alan's very good to make sure that he's kept the nucleus of the team. And as he said in the interview he had last night, that a lot of players will play for him, and he's stayed involved in the club because of the players, and they've all taken pay cuts. And it's no surprise that he's brought in a young side this year, along with a few experienced old heads. And I think, looking at the performance tonight, I think we'll do very well next year. I think it's going to be hard. I think the league's got even harder. But I think with what Alan's done and what Alan's built and around the squad, I think we'll hold our own.
Excellent. Are we looking for a good run in the FA Cup? Obviously, bringing lots of finance in.
Oh, it's always nice to have a good cup run. You can't rely on it, but it's always important for the club, for the area, to have Hampton in the FA Cup, and to have a good FA Cup run gives the club a good morale. But you can't rely on it, and it's a bonus if we have a good FA Cup run. I think at the end of the day, as long as the club holds its own in the league, which I think it will, and plays good football for the supporters that we've had coming here week on week, then that's important. But yeah, a nice FA Cup run would always be nice.
We've had a crowd in of over 1,000 today, and we've seen a good game as well. Was that a higher crowd than expected? Is that going to bolster the coffers a little bit more than we anticipated?
I think it's always nice to have a good crowd. I think again, it was quite a wet evening, so I think we would have had 300 or 400 more. The actual the gate receipts will help. And at the end of the day, it's always nice, and I believe the crowds will go up next year. I think we've proved that last year, that we do play good football at Hampton, and I think if we can get the awareness of where the club is and where we are, because a lot of people still don't realise that we're tucked around the corner here in Hampton Village, and if we get the awareness out there a bit more, which is something that we're trying to achieve through the community, then I think more and more people will come through the gates on a Saturday afternoon.
You've made an appeal through the website and for the local press this season in the summer to extend the board of directors. How's that coming along at the moment?
Yeah, I looked at that not for financial reasons, but it would help, but to try and bring some more expertise on the board, because the board as it stands at the moment, we all run our own businesses, and it's a very difficult market, that we're all very busy guys and we're all volunteers, and we all try and bring in some more people into the board, and we've interviewed and seen 4 or 5 people, of which 1 or 2 are interested in coming on board to try and bring in their expertise and help the board and new ideas and etc. etc. So yeah, that's been quite successful.
Okay, excellent. And we'll finish off. We've got Welling United away on Saturday. Always a tough place for us to go traditionally. Your thoughts on that?
First game of the season is always a tough game, whoever you play. Welling, looking from what they've done, they've made some very good signings, and I think they're going to be a difficult side. And I think from Alan's point of view, hopefully we've got no injuries after today's game. We would go there and feel confident that we could get a result or from the game, but it's not going to be easy. And Dartford at home on the Tuesday night after that again is not going to be easy, because they're one of the favourites to do well after coming up last season. So 2 very hard games for the club, but no, we're quietly confident that we do well.
Steve, thank you very much for talking to us. All the best for the new season.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.